terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Chicago Bulls. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Irving to Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Levine. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach Levine. Irving brings the ball up court. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Kyrie across the timeline. His team up by 1. Harden to Griffin. Off the assist. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the 2 counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen. Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. To Zach Levine. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Zach Levine at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Irving. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Driving right to the basket. Missed a wide open look.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Doesn't have the touch.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Irving with the basketball. Up by 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Jeff Green trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. To Markkanen.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Kyrie with the rock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. 1 free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Levine. To Markkanen. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lauri Markkanen. Into the front court, it's Irving. His team on top by 8. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Griffin to Irving from long range. Not that time. Stuffs it down with authority. Kyrie Irving. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. That's out of bounds off the ball. First quarter in the books. The Nets have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Bulls with the rock. Here comes the screen. Irving into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Kevin Durant. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, I like that.
Ed, I miss this feeling so much. It's so special when the game becomes so slow and so easy that it takes you back to a younger version of yourself when you're just out there at the park doing those same moves for fun.
Kyrie across the timeline, looking to make something happen and count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Vucevic. Stuffs it down with authority.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
To Irving. Oh, a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Into the game for the Brooklyn Nets. Number 2, Blake Griffin.
Irving. Down low for Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's 2 for 2 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Chicago with the possession. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
We used to hear that saying all the time, a 2 is a 2, keep it moving. No, a 2 isn't a 2. It can be a dagger sometimes when the defense has mental lapse like that. He deflates the energy of the D by making easy lays.
To Vucevic. Lets it fly from long range, and it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. Here's Irving into the front court. Lead is 12. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. The follow won't go either. Zach LaVine pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Chicago possession. LaVine.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Chicago with 4 to shoot. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. To Griffin. To Irving. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Zach LaVine at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play, and the margin down to 8. Nets have the basketball. Rims out to Vucevic. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
And finishes strong.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Irving. Oh, defender pulls the chair.
Get your man.
To LaVine. It's no good. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Long key from three-quarters court. That's it for the first half, with the Nets in front.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Turnovers.
The Chicago Bulls are now faced with the perception that they are vulnerable after giving up all of those turnovers. Going into the second half, they have to battle that perception and the scoring deficit they've created for themselves. The offense was really a mess in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
one. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Chicago basketball. To Zach LaVine. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Durant to Griffin. Here comes the screen. Irving to Jordan. Shot from in close, no good. Trying to cash in. LaVine shot no good. Won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 32, Chris Dunn.
Dunn to LaVine.
Number 27.
To Chris Dunn. Down to 5 on the 24. Shot by Dunn, no good. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Fires the three. That won't go. Irving with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Zach LaVine. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
I got some for him.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Dunn. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Kevin Durant has it. To Griffin. Irving. They'll get it to Durant. Kevin Durant, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Deep left corner. Oh, had him going there for a second. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
New blood coming in for both sides. Durant to Griffin. And Jay, they call the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul.
Harden buries it on the catch and shoot. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
And Zach LaVine, wide open, knocks down the 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Gets it in the left corner. LaVine knocked loose. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
LaVine down to Young. Thaddeus Young. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Chicago ball. Done. Probing the defense. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Got it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
2 points.
Done. To LaVine. Young. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Dinwiddie into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Durant lets it fly. Can't connect. Zach LaVine doing what he does best. Desperation shot here from half court. That's the end of the quarter. The Nets have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
LaVine to Markkanen. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team up by 7. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
To Griffin. Short jumper won't go down. To Zach LaVine. Vucevic. To Levine. Fires the three. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 6 now.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead is 12. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Has a chance. Now a step back.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Shot no good there by Levine.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Zach Levine. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Knocked loose. Down to Griffin. To Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc for three. No good. Thaddeus Young. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Thaddeus Young. Tips it. Jordan.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Griffin. Rebound taken in by Chicago. To Markkanen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Changes coming from both sides right now. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Irving knocks it down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Good shot, man.
Terrific vision. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Levine to Young. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. Bulls come away with it. To Levine. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Seconds. It's going the other way. Zach LaVine. That no good. Off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Brooklyn Nets did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.